Hey everybody, Carter Quay with Hunt, Trap, and Fish here, and it's August here in Ohio, and trapping season's still a couple months off, but I've been preparing for it, buying new traps, buying whatever, lures and whatnot, and the National Trappers Convention was in Lima, Ohio a couple weekends ago, and I went and purchased some Freedom brand dog proofs, and obviously I haven't tried out this trap on any coon yet. And I haven't seen any videos on YouTube about them yet, so I figured I'll make a little video and tell you about them. And well, here it is. It's just the standard dog-proof design, except for it has a big plate right here where the spring's usually at, like on the Duke or the Little Grizz. And what you do with this trap is you don't have to, once you pull in the springs, you don't have to mess around with the dog or anything. There's a little dog sitting right up on top of there. And what happens is, when you pull in that plate, it just locks. It catches, there's a little notch right there on that dog, and it catches just like that, and it's set. Set it off, I just push it in, flip up that dog, and let it out. It's not real hard, and this is going to make it easier for younger trappers, I guess, because you can actually step on this trap too and set it. I would recommend you actually set it down like this and step on the springs instead of doing this, because you're going to shove that dog in the dirt and everything and might not set it right, or might screw it up a little bit. But they just gotta, it seems like each name brand of dog proof has a different staking system on the bottom of the dog proof, and this one's just like a V type stake, and they have a slot running down through the middle. They have brackets you can buy separate with these that you can screw into a tree, and it holds it onto the tree just like that. And I'm not going to spend that extra money, and I don't know if it really does anything. I mean, just set it down on the ground where you're going to put it right up in the tree. It's no difference. It's just wasting more money, I think. But some people use them, but they're just an unnecessary thing to buy. But this has a push-pull trigger system, which is different than the Duke or Little Grizz, because on this one you can push down on that trigger in there, or you can pull up, and it sets off. And there's a big advantage to that. When a coon's pushing down on that trigger, you're going to catch him higher up the arm than what you would if he's pulling. Because if he's pushing down, he's sticking his arm farther down into that trap. Plus, I mean, compared to when he's pulling, he's actually pulling his arm out to begin with. So you're going to get deeper catches on this trap, and it should hold the coon a lot better. And there's another thing I like about it is the swivel here on the end fits a half-inch size rebar, 18 inches long, good. And what happens is you pound that in, and the coon can swivel around that rebar with the swivel on the end. And what I've noticed with the Dukes here, I got a Duke here, is their swivels on the end of the chain are a lot smaller than the Freedom brand. See, I even have to, it's hard to get it through. Then once it's up here, yeah, you can pound it in, but what's going to happen is, see, that swivel catches on the rebar, and it won't spin freely like the Freedom brand will do. And what happens is, when I lost a couple of Duke dog proofs last year doing this. I just stuck my stake down in the ground, and what happens is that coon's going to work that all night. Well, that swivel's not going to spin on there freely, so it's just going to keep twisting that stake, and it's just going to keep working that stake out of the ground by twisting it. And finally, it's going to get so high up or whatever, it's just going to be able to tip over, and the coon's going to be able to get out. So I'm going to have to replace all of the swivels on the end of my Dukes this year with bigger swivels. It's going to just cost me more money, and it's just going to be a bigger pain in the butt. So, and it's nice about these ones is, you don't have to do any of that. It's double swiveled on the chain, and nice big swivels for a lot of mobility around the stake. Another thing I do when I'm actually setting my dog proofs, doesn't matter what I'm using, I see a lot of guys just stick them straight up and down in the air, which, I mean, I do, but if there's ever like a chance of rain at night or something, what I will do is, I mean, you can have a styrofoam cup or whatever to make it waterproof, but if you have your dog proof straight up and down like that, if it rains, whatever, it may have cat food down there or whatever, it's going to sog it up, and it's going to lose its scent, it's going to make it droopy, This is not going to be the bait or lure that you're going to be wanting to use. So if there's ever a chance of rain at night, or it doesn't even matter if there's a chance of rain with all the dew or whatever, frost, I'll stick my dog proofs in at the biggest angle I can get them. So I'm going to stick them in just like that with the spring on top so it springs out instead of so it doesn't spring down. And this, you know, if rain falls down on me, a little bit might get in there, but not nearly as much as if you would have it straight up. So the coon will be able to reach straight in. And another advantage about this staking system is when you have your dog proof straight up in the air like that, the coon's going to have to kind of get up on top of here. He's going to be rocking it around, trying to get the stuff out. Then you might end up, you know, it's going to fall down maybe, and it's going to set it off. And with this one, if staking it like that, the coon's not going to have to get on top of it. They can just look in, reach his paw in there, and get what it wants without having to tear it all out and everything. So that's something I do, and it's really helped me out. So here it is, the Freedom Brand Dog Proof. At the National Trappers Convention, it was the first 2 hours, and they already sold out of 100 dozen. And there was none left available the rest of the convention. And they seem to be a real popular trap. So I went on F&T before they were even available on the website and pre-ordered them. And I got 12 right now, and I'll be getting another 12 here in September as soon as they call me when they're back in with them. So here they are. I can't say that these are the best. This is the best dog proof on the market because I haven't got to test it yet on coon. Who knows, this dog might mess up. The springs might not be reliable. I just can't tell you. I mean, it's a good name brand and good solid looking trap, nice strong springs. So I can't really tell you if I mean to go buy this trap like right now because I don't know. I mean, once I test it, I'll have a better idea of what it's capable of and how I like it. So far I like it, and it should be a pretty good trap. So it's a lot better so far than what the Dukes and the Little Grizzes are. So there it is. I'll give you a close look at it. Right there's the Duke. I mean, Freedom Brand Dog Proof. I keep wanting to call it a Duke. And that's the big plate. Kind of a big, heavy trap, but it's not real big. And right there's the staking system on it. Right there's where you can attach the bracket. All you have to do is pull in, and it sets it. So there it is. It's ready to go. Push-pull system, which is real nice.